What they do, what it is, this is Orion, aka Brass Balls. Get your swimming trunks ready, cause we about to take a dive into another gem. This is Deep Dive Tape Stash, an episode brought to you by the mind of Orion, aka Brass Balls. As always, please subscribe to the YouTube channel Orion Hip Hop. That is where you can peep previous episodes that I've dropped on various classics from back in the days, and I appreciate everybody that's been hitting me up and following up with these episodes. Truly do this at a place of love. So without further ado, get them speedos on. We're gonna take this dive. This is a thrift store find, actually. I remember this was either in the Red, White, and Blue of North Miami or the Great Red, White, and Blue of Hialeah Flamingo Plaza. These two tracks did come out, but they were a promo from MCA Records, who at the time had two incredible femme MCs signed to the label, Heather B and Nonchalant. Let's get into side A, which is Nonchalant's Take It There, featuring Rampage. Now, I will say that although it says featuring Rampage, he really only does like stuff in like the hook and, you know, the intro. So it's not like a vainglorious Rampage feature. I think it's notable to say that this track actually had a dope remix by The Roots. Dice Raw was on the song as well, and they actually did a video for the remix rather than the original. This track was supposed to be on Nonchalant's follow-up album to her debut album, Until the Day. Until the Day had the incredible single 5 o'clock in the morning that really put her on the map, got her on the Billboard charts and all that. So this was supposed to be for the second album for all the non-believers. The album unfortunately got shelved for label reasons, I'm sure, and she recently put it out as of 2021 or something. So you can check out the second Nonchalant album for all non-believers. It is available on the streaming platforms. I want to give a shout out to Unique Access Entertainment. They do great interviews, and they did an interview with Nonchalant that was really dope, worth checking out if you want to know whatever happened to the sister. I wouldn't consider her a one-hit wonder because there was a follow-up single to 5 o'clock that did pretty good, and had this album been released, who knows if she would have hit the charts again. The album itself, I did take a listen to it, and it does got some bangers on it, so go check out for all non-believers. So the Heather B track is Do You. So Heather B was originally signed to Pendulum Records. She released an album through Pendulum Records. All Glocks Down was one of the singles. She had another single featuring MOP that was really dope. A lot of production from Kenny Parker. Heather B was a part of Boogie Down Productions, and she's also original cast member of The Real World 1, which is one of the very first reality shows to really take off. Soon MTV would go from playing music videos to only doing reality shows and never playing music videos again, but it is what it is. It's at least it was a lot better back then than today, where you only see episodes of ridiculousness. Anyways, I think that's ridiculous, but I digress. I don't know what may have happened with Pendulum Records, but she shifted to MCA Records and was gonna release an album through them. And this is the single that got released. It's got a video up that you could check out. The production on Do You is from Kenny Parker as well. I'm a fan of Kenny Parker's production. I think he's a unsung producer in hip-hop, 100%. Now, MCA as a label dropped the ball on a lot of projects. It's unfortunate because they did have a good catalog, a pretty dope roster around this time, because aside from Heather B and Nonchalant, they had GP Wu, which the Against the Grain album I think is very slept on. If you are a Wu-Tang head like me, I think it's a must-have. They were also slated to release the Black Star album. They never did that. They had Killer Priest on there. They had The Roots, obviously. The GZA released Beneath the Surface with MCA Records. So they had a pretty tight roster, but I don't know where it was the disconnect with them really putting enough marketing budgets or whatever to the artists that they had, but they had a pretty good roster. Now, Heather B may not have had the commercial success that Nonchalant had with 5 o'clock, but she went on to do other great things, including being the co-host on Sway's Universe. So shout out to Heather B, still doing her thing very much so. As far as these two tracks, Do You and Take It There, I will say I'm a bigger fan of Do You just because the beat has that boom bap feel to it, and Heather B's cadence and flow is a lot more to my liking than the Take It There track from Nonchalant. Nonetheless, it's a good one to have in the stash. Appreciate y'all as always for listening in, dropping in on me on this deep dive tape stash that I do for you and yours. Peace.